broadcasting from our studio in the city of Abuja, Nigeria. On today's episode, our topic for discussion is African women lifestyle, redefining the corporate women outlook, and top soft skills for 21st century women. We have a guest on the show today by name BEATRICE NDUNG'U, a girl of all trades with her niche in branding, marketing, media, and business. She's considered one of the best marketing and branding experts in East Africa. She's joining us from Tanzania. Welcome, BEATRICE, again.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Okay, BEATRICE, we would like you to tell us about redefining an African woman in the corporate world.
Okay, redefining an African woman. All right. Well, I think basically we have to start with what an African woman is, basically. And I think according to me, or according to the sources out there, is that an African woman is someone who is loved by the society. Her work is to make sure that the family is safe. This is according to, the traditions and myths that an African woman is supposed to be a family protector, someone who's always making sure that the family is safe and secure. But you can see that with the recent years, a lot of things have changed because the African woman has become even more known, has become someone who can lead, someone who can be known out there, someone who's in business. So the African woman is now a modern woman. So basically, it starts by redefining what exactly an African woman is. That is what I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are the importance of redefining the African woman's corporate lifestyle? I'm particular about the corporate lifestyle because we have women in businesses and career-wise that we need to educate them on how to carry themselves.
Yes. Okay. Maybe I will start with what someone in the UN said. It's according to the United Nations Women Executive Director, Michelle. She said that the 21st century will be the century of girls and women. And even the fact that the United Nations has already seen that women are a force to reckon with, that is a very, very important thing. That's first of all. So the importance of redefining the African woman, the importance of an African woman being in business is that right now women have, as I said, have become more open-minded, and right now women are in leadership. Women have their own businesses, and as we all know that when a woman is in charge, a lot of things go right, because we have a skill that that stands out from even the men, and that is we have emotional intelligence as well as which is a very, very key factor.
I agree
whenever
with you.
You're in business or leadership. So it's very important right now that women have become well known or well versed with themselves and know where they're supposed to be, know that they know that they can be in business, they know that they can flourish not only at home but also in other fields. But of course there are so many challenges that comes with it, and there are so many benefits, but basically at least right now women have become well versed themselves.
We would like you to throw more light on the challenges that you just mentioned.
Okay. When it comes to the challenges, I think I'm going to mention around maybe 8 of them. And these are challenges that I have seen not only with women, but people who come to the office, especially women. They have a lot of things that they tell me. And most of the things, of course, when I talk to my clients, they are normally giving me their stories first so that I get to know the person one-on-one before I can even help them brand their business. So there are so many challenges that a lot of women who talk to me tell me they are going through. For example, if a woman is in business, sometimes there can be limited funding. You see that a woman wants to do something, but unfortunately the funding is not enough for her to do whatever it is that they want to. So that really makes them, their spirits go down, and at the end of the day they give up, and so on and so forth. So the second one is, I think, balancing responsibilities. We see that women, as I said when we started, women are known to be the family, the people, the foundation or the stronghold of the family. So you have to know how to balance your family and as well as your business. That is, if you're an African woman who's in business, you have to know how to balance. And sometimes some women don't know how to balance the responsibilities.
So
you see
true.
that they are more, some of them are more at work and they forget about home and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, there can never be a way you can be able to balance it. It's just you to make sure that everything is right at the same time. You have to make sure your family is right. You have to make sure that your husband is satisfied. You have to make
balancing
sure that
everything that you do.
and also business is working on well. And another thing is, I think it's the third one, is the fear of failure. A lot of women are fearful and they don't know, okay, if I take a step right now in business, what will be the returns? What will happen? They fear the unknown. So that is something that really takes them aback, because they don't know what to do. And fear is a very, very big thing. They don't know how to take risks. And when it comes to business, it's all about risking. So risking, they fear what they do not know. And that is a very, very big challenge, especially for the African woman. Yes.
Okay,
another thing is inadequate.
Go ahead. I wanted to ask you a question, but that's fine. Just run through what you're saying.
Okay. Yeah, another thing is inadequate support system. You see that probably a woman is in business and they don't have a lot of support, especially from maybe family or close friends. You see that they look down upon them and they see that this person cannot be able to handle maybe the business well, and also handle the family. And most of the issues come when you have a family and it goes back to balance. How are you going to get the support system if they are not believing in you? So there's inadequate support system when it comes to the women. And also one of the major things is also gender inequality. You see in offices, maybe someone is employed and it's a woman. You see that most of the bosses, that was before though. Right now, at least you can see some changes, that there was gender inequality. You see that a lot of women are not in the management positions, even in leadership as well. You see that they're not in leadership. The percentage, if you see the percentage of women in leadership is down. But right now, as I said, we are now modern, and at least people have started seeing what we can put on the table, and in that way, now women are getting into leadership. So I can say that is a challenge, yes, but it has already, it's being taken care of. Also, limited knowledge is something that is really a big challenge, especially for women who are not in maybe the cities. Like, you see that the knowledge is not as adequate as it should be, especially when you maybe want to do something. So some people don't know how to access maybe people like me who can advise them maybe in business what they can do. So there's yes. Yeah, it's true, because so you see there's limited knowledge. They don't know, okay, they've started this business, what are you going to do next with the business? So it's a big challenge. And maybe the last two, one of them is the unfavorable business environment, which goes hand in hand, of course, with gender inequality, because sometimes you see that when you go to the office, there are so many things that do not challenge the woman. So but some of the things were in the traditional era. At least right now, as I said, people are now starting to see the efforts of the woman. And the last thing I can say is timidity, or maybe believing in themselves. This is something that still goes on, and I've seen with a lot of women, especially who come to the office and tell me what they are going through before I can brand their businesses. Some of them don't really believe in themselves, don't believe that they can do something. So I have to make sure that they believe in themselves.
Rebranding then. That's what you're
Yes,
saying.
they have to.
Okay.
Yes, they have to believe in themselves so that they can believe in the business, so that people can believe in them, so that they can buy their product or, sell whatever it is the business has to offer. So I think those are the main challenges, especially for the women in the 21st century. But as I said, a lot of things are being worked on, and I thank God on that. And people are now starting to believe more on the
Yeah.
African woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beatrice, yeah,
Mm.
thank you for throwing light in the traditional mindset. But in the industries where men are dominated, and in the field like, let's say for instance, the oil and gas and all those places, how do women who wants to get to greater heights fight their way through it?
I think, as I said, if they can be able to look at the challenges and know how to face them, then it will be really good. For example, as women, we can do anything. For real, we can do anything because, as I said, we have an advantage, and that is emotional intelligence. We can be able to lead a business. We can be able to know what it is a business needs. We have skills in which we can be able to do problem solving. We can make sure that our business stands just the way we are able to make sure that our family stands. We can be able to make sure that our business stands. And that's why even you can see that most people who have managers that are women are really making it in life. So that is something that is really big, and yeah, it can be looked into.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beatrice, like you just mentioned now, I have another question that I would love you to throw more light on. There is an issue with women supporting women in business. It's a very big issue right now. How do we make other women support themselves in building the collaboration?
Women, we can do that through collaborations. Like, for example, yesterday I was doing this shoot, and we are collaborating with two celebrities who are really big, and it was all a ladies' affair. We were all collaborating on something that would help a woman who's in business improve their business. So collaborating is something that is very, very important, especially for women. I know that a lot of women don't like supporting each other, but I think that is a mindset that we need to make sure we put away, because if we don't support each other, then how are we going to grow? Maybe I have something that will help you grow, and you have something that will help me grow. So we have to have a mindset of helping each other and remove that mindset of, okay, this one, if I help them, she's going to win or not. But if they win, then you also win. You never know what they will help you in future. Yeah, so we have to do, maybe collaborations are very important, especially
so that
for women
wins
to see
together.
how. Yes, they work together. We see how we can merge with each other and, build ourselves, because, as I said, we are the ones who are the foundations of a lot of things. So we have to work together in a lot of things. Have networking events, work together in different fields, so that we see how we can make something grow. And that way, we can also make sure that people don't have the mindset that women cannot work. Because if we work together, that mindset will go forever completely. We won't have all these challenges that we have. You see, just like men they love collaborating with each other. They love working with each other. So we have to have that mindset of how we're going to make sure that these challenges go away. How we're going to make sure that women are seen as better in businesses, as well as also being employed in big positions.
Yeah. Okay, Beatrice, thank you so much for throwing light and encouraging us in redefining the African woman. We'll need to talk to you about the top skills for the 21st century women. The top soft skills for the 21st century women. So tell us some of the top soft skills.
I think soft skills and emotional intelligence is a key advantage to women, because at least we have that emotional intelligence to know how we can deal with people. And that's why you see most people who are in HR are women, because they have emotional intelligence. And also we see most people who are